Hi everyone, in this module we are stepping slightly into the administrative side of PostgreSQL. In this module we will create users, we will assign roles and privileges and perform basic backups and restore using command lines and as well as pgAdmin tool. So first we will start with pgAdmin tool. So let's take backup of this first DB database. Okay, so you need to select the database, which database you are going to take the backup. So right click on that and then go to the backup option, select backup, and here you need to provide a file name. So let me select the path here as well. So in this path I'm going to provide one file, maybe say first db. Okay, and then I can click on save, and here in the format custom to I can make plain, so that I should be able to read the database, and this database is going to be created as firstdb.sql file. So click on backup. So the process started and then process is completed. So here if you see that in that path the first db.sql backup is created, I can open that and here we can read all the documents. Now I'll tell you how to restore that backup. So for that let me create another database called firstdb2. I can create firstdb2, and this is how I created the database. So the first db2 database is created, but inside that if you see there are only public schema and no tables and nothing. So let me show you. Okay, there is no table etc. Now I want to restore the backup. So right click on the newly created database and then go to restore option. Okay, click on restore and you need to select the format. So in this case it was plain directory, sorry, it was plain file, and then select the file name. So file name we can select from here. You need to change that backup from all files. So this is the first db.sql. Select this file and then click on restore. So the process started and process is completed. Now let me refresh this. So I have refreshed this, and when I expand this one I can show you. Wait, this is the public schema, because all the objects were in school database, school schema. So in the school schema if you see we have the data here, and also I can show you some data from here. So these are the data that we just restored into the first db2 database. So this is how we can create one backup of our database, and also we can restore that database, and also I can drop this database. As of now this is not needed, so the database is dropped. So now these things we have done using the pgAdmin tool, that is the GUI tool, and also it is possible to do it using command line. Suppose you don't have this pgAdmin tool facility, so how you can do that? So for that you need to go to the bin folder of your PostgreSQL server. So for me this is the path, and if you have installed the PostgreSQL with me, so you should also have the similar path. So you go there, and if you see here there should be pgdump all. So this file must be there, and also there should be pgrestore. So this is here. So that's why we are going to this path, and then we open cmd, that is the command prompt. Okay, now we have opened the command prompt on this path. Now I'll show you many ways how to do that. First I will show you how we can dump in the format of .sql file. Okay, so for that this is the command pgdump, then -s for host, so it is localhost, -d for the database, which database we are going to dump, and -u for user, so user is Postgres, and -p is for port, that is the default port 5432, then -f the file format, it is the plain, and then this is the path where I want to take the dump. So let me take the dump. So it's asking for the password for the root user, that is the Postgres. So password is also root, so I have provided the password and process is completed. So I can see, so this was the path that I had provided. If you see here, so in that path our first db database is backup created. Okay, so this is how we can take the backup using the command line. Okay, the pgdump command was used. Now let's do one thing. Let me create this first db2 database again, because I want to show you how to restore the database using the command prompt. Now I'll show you how to restore a database from SQL file. So for that, this is the command psql. Okay, so remember this thing, when you restore your database as a SQL file, that is you have a backup as SQL file, and from that SQL file you are going to restore using command line, then this is the tool. psql is the tool, psql is the application. Okay, and then remaining things is similar. -s is for the host, -d is the for database, and user, and then port, and then from which file we are going to restore. So this is the same file that we had just taken the backup. So let me restore. So it's asking for password for Postgres user. So restore is completed. If now I go to the first db2 that we just created, let me refresh it. So after refreshing, if you see in the schema section, we have here school schema, and also we have the tables, views, etc. that we had in our first db. Okay, so this is how we can restore database and take the backup of database using command lines. So this was for SQL format. So there's other format, that dot backup format and dot tar format, that is the tape archive format. So we can take backup in multiple format and restore in multiple ways. So in this tutorial I'll show you how to do for dot backup. So let's go to the command line and I'll show you how to do that. To take the backup as .bak file, so this is the command, pgdump, then host, then db, which db you want to dump, the user, through which user you want to connect, and then -f for file format, then c, it is for custom, and then .bak. So let's do it. So it's asking for the password, so password provided. Now if I go to this path, so here is the backup created as .bak. Now I want to restore this backup. So for that, let me create the first db2 database again. The empty database is created. Now let me do the backup. So to do the backup using the .bak file, so this is the command, we can use pgrestore. Okay, so using pgrestore we can do the backup. So remaining things is same that we have been using. So -d is first db2 the database, and then the file path and the file. So let me enter the password. Password is root. The process is completed. Now let me refresh this first db2. So now if you see, we have backups restored. Okay, so this is how I have shown you how to do multiple ways, how to take the backup and how to restore that backup successfully into your server. So this is not required, so let me drop this backup again. Now let's move to the some administrative things where we create user in PostgreSQL. So let's select the first DB database. Okay, search path is set. Now let's create some user. In PostgreSQL, every person or application that needs to connect to the database must have a user account. So we also call it as role. So roles can log in, own tables, create databases, have privileges of select, insert, update, etc. And let's see how to create a user first. Creating user is very easy. Write like this: create user, then the user name, and then with password. The password can be root. Okay, so this is how we can create a user. So let me create the user. So user is created. Now if I let me expand this and refresh, so here it is John that we have already created. Okay, and if you notice, there is a main user, that is the root user is Postgres. Okay, so now we have created the user John. And how we drop a user? We can drop user like this drop user John. So the user will be dropped. So this is how we create user and drop user. So the user is dropped. Now we can also create roles. So how do we create roles? Role can be created simple, create role, and then maybe say I can create read only role. Okay, so I'm creating a new role that can be read only. So I have created role. Let me create the John again. So user John and read only, they are created. Let me refresh it. So here if you see, read only role is created and John is created user. So what I can do is I can assign John with read only, means I can associate them. The role that whatever I am going to give this one, so John gets that role. Okay, so I'll give some access to read only, etc. So let me give grant. So here is how we give the privileges. For example, say grant connect on database database is say first DB, and then we can say to read only. Okay, so this is how we can give grant to the database, so that this read only, using this role, the user John can connect to the first DB database. Now let's see how we can add user to this role. So that is also very simple. We need to give grant. Okay, grant read only, then to which user we want to give, to John. So let's do it. Now let's see some commonly used privileges that we mostly used in case of PostgreSQL privileges providing. So we can give grant, maybe we can say select, and we can give on table, that is employees, to John. Okay, so this is how we are granting that, okay, John can select data from employees, or we can write with comma that we can insert and update, etc. Update but not delete. So if we provide this much grant to John, so John the user will be able to perform this much action on the employees table, but he will not be able to delete the data because we are not providing that access to John. Okay, so this is how we provide the access. So let me provide it. So this is done. Now also it is possible to revoke the grant. So how we can do that? I can write like this, revoke. Okay, it is done using the revoke command. So we can revoke on employees, okay, from John. Okay, so I'm taking all the grants that I had just provided to John from that table employees. So now the grants that I had provided to John, they are removed. So this is how we can grant some access to user, and also we can revoke the access. I have already shown you how to drop a user. We can similarly drop a role as well. So write drop role, the role is read only. So let me drop. So the role is dropped, and also I can drop again the user, drop user John. So the John user will also be dropped. So they are dropped. Now if I refresh them, so they are not present anymore. So this is how we created users and assigned roles and privileges, and then revoked the privileges. And also in this module we saw how to take backup of the database, etc. But there's one more thing that I'll show you, that for example, say you want to take the backup of all the databases in your server. Okay, so in this case we have two databases. If you see, first DB database and Postgres database. So is it possible to take all the backups? There can be maybe more than 30, 50 or whatever databases. So is it possible to do at once? So yes, it is possible to do that using dump all command. So for that, let's go to this command line again, and this is the command that how we do that. So it's pg dump all the host, and here if you see, we are not mentioning the database because we are selecting all the databases, so we don't mention any database. Instead of using the pg dump, we use here pg dump all and hyphen localhost users and then port and then the file. So where we are going to dump this. So let me enter and the password. So the process is completed and the backup must have been created. Let me show you. So if you see, here is the backup. So the backup is created like this. Okay, so this is how we saw many things, many basic administrative things of PostgreSQL. So this was all about this module. In the next module, I'll explore pgAdmin and I'll show you the options that we have using the pgAdmin. So let's move forward to the next module.